Hey, Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Starfield. And off camera I did my selling. I don't think y'all wanted to see that. What I did do, however, that you probably would have wanted to see is I am now 3/4 of the way towards that weightlifting goal where we could take the second point in it. But now we are going to go and talk with Trevor, who happens to reside in Cydonia, which is a colony on Mars.
I used to be an actuary.
You took an arrow to the knee. Okay, well, I'm not weighted down, so sprinting would not do me any favors, so let's get to our ship, and let's head to Cydonia. All right.
After you, Captain.
And off we go. Okay, so we go into our little mission chart. We see where it says speak with Trevor. We're going to set a course to Cydonia. We have been here before. And let's land. While exploring any alien planet or moon, be sure to enter any caves you discover. They generally contain the most valuable minerals. Good tip. And in we go. I feel like I'm in a car wash.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day. Not gonna be able to get that image out of my head for a while.
No, I expect not.
I hope I'm not bothering you.
Alright, well, we're getting there. Almost at Trevor. A lot of down.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's
Yeah,
depressing.
yeah, it is. Alright.
You've got to have a sense of humor, or else work and everything else is dull.
It's true. There's Trevor.
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Cydonia.
What did we get ourselves into?
I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh? Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you know what you're doing. Oh, come on, mate. It's perfectly safe. We're miles away, so all we get is a little jiggle now and again. Just make sure to hold the railing when going downstairs and you'll be fine. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas, and we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities. So I don't make the rules. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing.
Alright, fine.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require...
Okay. Do I have my cutter with me, or do I need to go back to my ship? And I need to go back to my ship. Whee! Low grav. Gotta love it. So if I want to do this, I need to go back and get my cutter. And I don't think this is the right way. Yeah, this was not where I wanted to be. Yeah, much more up first. Yeah.
A reminder that particle detonations can occur beyond the city limits between the hours of 0600 and 1800 local time.
Yeah, it brings a whole new meaning to the term blow chunks.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
So, yeah, here's the rest of Cydonia. And there's our ship. So, all we're going to do is we're just going to go get our cutter and we're going to go mining. Didn't think we'd be doing that in this episode, but here we are. Alright, put it back in the ship so I can get my cutter. Yeah, I know I probably shouldn't leave home without it, but... if I were actually exploring a place, I'd have it with me.
I'll head to my crew position.
Okay, if you really want to, but we're not going to really be that long. There we are. Modified Grendel in mind. All right, looking at our weapons. 66, 105. That's an automatic. Look at that fire rate. That's also an automatic. I got 3 different modified Grendels. This is ridiculous. Okay, this one... we're going to take it with us just so that way if we can find a sell spot, we can get rid of it. It's got the same exact mods as this one, but missing one. Only keeping this until I find a way to get that muzzle brake off. I was using the suppressed on because, you know, rounds to fire rate, it is by far the best of the bunch. Doesn't hit very hard, but, yeah, well. Doing that again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Let's do some mining. And if we find a place to sell that Grendel, hey, great. Not holding my breath on that. Get it? Bad atmosphere, holding my breath. Hey, what's this? Control consoles. Cargo link is not currently active. Alright. Can't blame a cat for trying. Hoping it was a trade authority kiosk. Oh, I'm gonna fall. That's alright. Ship services. Hey, is that... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches.
Ha 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 ha.
Landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
And there's my cutter. Okay. So we're going to go back in. We're going to do some mining.
your part to keep Cydonia graffiti-free.
Really? Is that a problem?
The heart of the settled system.
There is some graffiti here. What does that say? The wolf? Something wolf. Can't read that first word. As we drop down. Boing.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore. Do you have any clue how irresponsible you're acting right now?
Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. Alright, one more, and it's over here. Alright, there we go. And we deposit the iron. Well, I could turn that off and put that down. Over here.
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are you? Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. You don't think I've tried? Like I said, the guy is literally useless without his assistant. I don't even know if he knows how to actually use a computer. And everything Deimos does is so mired in bureaucracy because of their contracts with the UC. Which means, unfortunately, we need to do all the things by the book if we want them done at all. We just need you to take the job until we get the approval signed. Then you can quit, keep it, or do whatever. It's not as bad as it sounds. Worst case scenario, you may have to go fetch some stuff for him and go over his messages. It'll be easy, I promise.
Alright.
Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
Yeah, but if they need it, they need it.
Matt would like to join Cydonia in celebrating over 275
And if it helps out the UC Navy, I mean, that is a
the
good
United
thing.
Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Cydonia.
What we got here? Boom pops and marshmallow treats. Junk food. Alright, so back to my ship. And then we go into orbit. Oh, Sarah? What's up, Sarah?
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Always got time for you, dear. Let's be honest, she's the first real friend we've had in this game.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Bactera.
Ask away.
When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? Damn. Oh, I suppose your mind couldn't handle the sensory input. Don't be disappointed. The artifacts are clearly beyond our current understanding. Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I enjoy hearing about them. Professionally,
Yeah.
of course. Either way, we need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Even if we could answer, what would we say?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea. Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories. No, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources, but I have classified the artifacts as a priority project. No, that's not it at all. Solving a mystery like this, it's an explorer's dream. Believe me, they're all as driven as I am to find an answer.
Oh.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
More fracking. Okay, back to the ship. That was our first positive relationship speech with Sarah. I'm not used to playing vanilla. I'm used to having the ability to actually read where our companion level is. Like in Fallout. I'm sure there's something about like that at Nexus. But my first run through is always going to be vanilla, warts and all. Alright.
Alright, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Well, first place we're heading is to the captain's locker. Pick up that suppressed Eon. chance doing that again. There we go. Jeez. All right. Okay. Yep, there we go. We can't be very far from it. Renee's also on Cydonia. All right. Okay. So we're going to save before we make a fool out of ourselves. Whoops. All weapons offline, because we really don't need them on right now. Are we on the right mission? Yeah. We're starting to see something. Right. I guess we got to discover the damn thing first. That's annoying. All right. Ugh. We're going to be here a little bit. Okay, we gotta be missing something here. Okay, if we go to Deimos, we'll go to Deimos. Maybe this will help us get there. Just flying to the damn thing ain't gonna cut it. There we go. Okay. Kind of nice. Okay, we're gonna have to come around to it. Because, of course... Where the hell's the docking spot? Are we on it? Okay. Where is the damn docking bay? Ugh. The really maddening part about all this. That looks like a docking bay. Hey, here I am again. This is post-editing. The really maddening part about all this is the fact that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had to go off camera and look up how the hell to properly dock, and I felt really stupid once I figured that part out. But as I may have said in the video, it's kind of what this is about, is me looking incredibly stupid in front of the world and showing that even though I'm an OG game player, I'm still a complete idiot. So we're gonna fade out from here, and you will see me docked when it fades back in. Thanks for your patience. Okay, after a whole bunch of shenanigans and me completely forgetting how the hell to do this, I got myself squared away. We are docked at the Star Yard. I panicked. I'll be bluntly honest about it, but it's all squared away. Having fun, dear.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
All right. So for us, it's just a matter of going to this kiosk here.
Wish
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
Sounds like a plan. Job posting, executive assistant. Seeking a highly motivated individual to assist with the executive in charge of mining operations and day-to-day responsibilities. Prior executive assistant experience preferred, but not necessary. Must be willing to relocate to Cydonia. Internship is unpaid with an option for permanent role at the end of contract. Duties and responsibilities. Providing administrative assistance, which may include drafting and editing communications on the executive's behalf and keeping memos. Managing the executive's daily calendar. Organizing meetings and appointments. Performing minor accounting. Required skills and qualifications, strong interpersonal skills, written and verbal communication skills, time management and organizational skills, ability to proactively solve problems and make decisions in the interest of the executive, ability to multitask. All right. How many years of experience do you have as an executive administrator or other corporate assistant? 0. What's the highest level of education you have completed? Secondary school. You will now be asked to ask serious questions to help us assess your competence for this role. Please answer honestly to the best of your ability. Executive wants you to bring him a whiskey. Neat. What does that mean? Trick question. Executives aren't allowed to drink on the job. A VIP arrives at the office for a meeting with the executive who is inexplicably running late. What should you do? Entertain the client with jokes until the executive arrives. Reschedule the client's meeting with the exec for another time. Offer drinks. Apologize. Assure the exec will reserve tune. Nothing. Never speak to the client without executive approval. A malfunction prevents the executive starship from starting up, and they need to go to an important off-world meeting soon. What course of action do you take? Offer them the use of your old banged-up ship. Contact the client and cancel the meeting. Reschedule for another day. Using company credits to immediately charter an expensive luxury craft. Get their ship towed to the shop. It's okay if they are late. Give them Mars, at least they get there on time. While handling the executive's email, you come across a message from someone claiming to have damaging information about the executive. What should you do? Take the info to the board of directors so they can handle it. Ignore the email completely, then block the sender. Confront the exec and blackmail them in hopes of getting a big raise. Ask the executive how they want it handled, then never speak of it again. The executive contacts you and asks you to see them in their office in the middle of the night. You can tell they are drunk. What do? Immediately go to their office and take care of them until they sober up. Ignore them and go back to sleep. The executive probably won't remember. Contact security and let them deal with it. Go and do whatever they want, even if it would damage their character. Please be aware that all answers are final and will be reviewed when considering your application. If you would like to change an answer now, select the option to start over. Otherwise, proceed to submit application. Will Treve, thank you for your interest in Deimos and for submitting your application. We will review your skills and experience and let you know if we feel you're a good match for the position. We appreciate you choosing Deimos. Alright. Alright, now we get the hell out of here, and we go back to Trevor. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, now we go back. Oh. Wrong button! And then once we're done with Trevor's shenanigans, we're going to have Renee's shenanigans to deal with, and she is also on Cydonia. Might as well get that done too. Try and keep the activities page clear as much as possible. Alright, back to Trevor.
Cydonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
I don't think we have to worry about that. Hey, there you go. Something on us there. Master recovering a whole bunch of data stolen from Galbank. That was a little bit that we did. with the brownouts.
Make sure you.
Alright, now tell Trevor that we did what we did.
Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry.
Uh-oh.
I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look. See yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. I know it might feel shady, but think of it more like uncorking an unnecessary bottleneck. It's going to help us all. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
All right. It's pretty quiet all of a sudden. Oh no, there she is.
There's always something to do around here.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Thank you from the Cydonia Department.
Okay, so we gotta wait for a certain time. Alright. 16:20 local time. Alright, so we got about 40 minutes to kill before they run off. From Human Resources, this is a reminder that to all employees that security training is mandatory and must be completed by the end of the month. Quarterly update from leadership. As you should all be aware, our quarterly meeting is fast approaching. Attendance is not mandatory, but secure connections are required. We encourage anyone who wishes to join to contact IT to confirm their setup is secure. To all from Public Relations, we know the press has recently reached out to several members of our staff. Should you be contacted, please reach out to a Public Relations representative before responding in order to avoid any unforeseen repercussions. Standard corporate BS.
Sometimes I feel like these minds just run themselves. I like to think that's thanks to me.
Oh, God. He's the idiot we're going to have to deal with? Oh, boy. Alright. Let's see what time it is now. Well, all that we goofed off for 10 minutes. What we got here? Cubic food, and it's empty. Nice. I have a feeling if we get this job, this is going to be my spot here. It's this desk. Alright, so we need to kill time, so we're just going to sit in a chair. Yep. Honestly, We just gotta wait for 20 more minutes, and waiting kills him off in blocks of an hour. That kind of sucks. Wish you could block it off in, like, I don't know, 20-minute blocks. Yeah, just a couple of citizens milling about. God, I'm such a time watcher. 1648. Okay, that's fun. We can jump up the stairs. Hey, can I make it up here? Yes, I can. I know. Like a little kid playing with the low grav. Bonk. Alright, is that enough time? 16:57, 3 minutes. We'll sit in a chair.
Caution. Prepare for today's final subterranean particle detonation. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity for the remainder of the day. Detonations to resume tomorrow morning.
Say, I could really use some help with my computer terminal.
You know I'm not your assistant.
Wait, you're not? I could have sworn...
Another long day.
Right, do that. Keep up the good work, then.
He's a real winner. Okay, we're gonna save, and we are coming up against it, actually. You know what? Screw it. We'll leave it here. It's a good time to leave it right before we get into some real shenanigans. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Starfield, and I'll see you all next time.